Hello, fellow Overlanders. This episode is about Khwai Concession near Marimi National Park in Botswana. We're going to do a recap this morning about our time that we spent in Khwai Concession area near Marimi National Park in Botswana.
The number one thing to know about Khwai is there's only one place to stay, and it's the Khwai Community Camp, also known as Magotho Campsite. It is right in the heart of the action. It is all unfenced. You're right on the Khwai River. There are animals walking through your campsite at all times.
Yep.
When we got there, other campers alerted us that there was a large lion walking through the campsite.
He walked by our camp about 100 yards away.
Yep.
We had that giant bull elephant right in our campsite. He left us a big old set of bombs about 20 feet from our from the couch and our table.
At night, the hippos come out and they munch right next to you.
Yeah.
So there are a couple things about being in an unfenced campsite. Number one.
We like to have a big fire.
Yes, have enough firewood.
Yeah, have firewood, and we keep a pretty good blazing fire going until we're ready to go to bed.
And once you go to bed, you climb up, you zip up into your tent. Make sure you have a bucket or something that you can use to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because you do not want to be walking around with hippos and elephants and lions and leopards and honey badgers and anything else that's going to be running around.
Right in your camp. So, you know, it's the ablutions are a long ways away from a lot of the camps.
So you need to drive there.
We were in campsite number 4 right on the river, and the nearest ablution was probably a good 300 or 400 meters away. So
just be prepared.
Yeah, we pee in a tub and in the tent, and then dump it at night and rinse it, and that way we don't have to get out of the tent at 2 o'clock in the morning and walk 300 yards in the dark.
Yeah,
That's just not a good idea. Especially with all the hippos come out of the river. There's hundreds of hippos, and they come out of the river and they're munching, they're grazing right next to your camp. Yeah. So.
But Khwai, as far as game viewing, it is the best. There is so much incredible game. There's so many giant bull elephants.
So many bulls, and so we saw lions every single day we were there. We narrowly missed leopards multiple times.
There are river crossings, and we had to rescue somebody out of the river and then saw somebody else being rescued out of the river on that same day. So be very careful. Ask the locals where to cross.
Yep.
There are 3 different river crossings, and only one at the time we were there was okay to cross.
Was really a viable one. The other 2 were deep, and that's even the guy that we pulled out of the river with our winch was a local that worked at the park.
Yep.
So when it got really, really deep, he dropped a tire off the right side of the road and got sucked off into the mud, and that was that. We ended up pulling him out with our winch.
So you need to be completely self-sufficient. Again, there are no services. You need all your gas, food,
water.
There is a little bit of water.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be drinking it because it comes directly out of the river.
It's pumped right out of the river, so you want to make sure you have plenty of water in your tanks to rinse your dishes and for your drinking water especially.
But don't miss Khwai. Khwai is really one of the most special places you can visit in Southern Africa. It is one of our top 5 experiences. Go, be prepared, bring a lot of firewood, and enjoy being in an unfenced camp. And don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
All right. Welcome to another edition of The Wildlife Inquirer. Inquiring minds want to know, what do you do with all this poo? This elephant just showed up and left us a little present right here in our camp. And we see piles of elephant poo like this all over. But we also see tons of guinea fowl, you know, picking them apart and looking for bugs. And then jackals picking them apart and eating the beetles. And what else?
Beetles.
Baboons. Baboons just flock to elephant poo, and and tear it all apart. But after it's been on the ground for a couple of days, all the dung beetles get in it, and they just, you know, there's beetles and bugs all over it, and all the other animals just get lots of food from the elephant dung.
We are down to almost our last little bits because we've been camping for about 12 days, and I'm making a chopped salad with a little bit of everything we have left. I chopped up some salami, some South African feta. I've got black olives, chickpeas, artichokes, got some ranch dressing. We're using the last of the broccoli to put in the chopped salad. Got a little bit of cucumber, tomato, and bell pepper left, and a little bit of red onion. We're going to put that all together, and bam, we have a beautiful Italian chopped salad. Okay, I ran into something that flattened our tire immediately. Mark says it was a sharp stick.
Sharp log sticking out of the road.
Sticking out of the road instantaneously ruined our tire.
Slashed the sidewall. Look here.
Slashed the sidewall. Did a really, really good job.
Tire's ruined.
Tire's ruined. And the worst part is that this is where we just saw 4 lions. One being a hurt lion, 2 mating lions, and 1 another huge male. So my job right now is to pan around and make sure that none of these lions are going to show up while we change the tire. I have to say my heart is beating and it's a little bit scary. Okay, here we are. We just finished the tire. Here's the hurt lion. Here's the elephant that just flushed the hurt lion out of the bushes.
Keep an eye on the lion.
I will watch the lion.
If he starts coming this way, you fucking yell.
Okay. So now I'm in the car. Mark has me on lion watch and elephant watch. And thank God the tire is changed at this point. And now we just need Mark to finish and get back in the car before anybody else comes through. But there you go, changing a tire next to a hurt lion. Definitely a heart-stopping experience. We sure hope you enjoyed our episode on Khwai. This is our favorite sighting, an elephant with no tail. One of our guides said that that's probably due to infection. Anyway, go to Khwai, have the best time, enjoy.